Welcome to Cloud Lanes and the Cloud Lanes Backup Accelerator. This series of videos will show you first how to download the correct image for your particular hypervisor and to deploy that image properly. Step 2 will be to configure your cloud storage account or accounts in your cloud storage provider. Step 3 will be to create the Backup Accelerator Vault, where we store all the data that you back up, first initially on premises and then moving it to the cloud. The fourth step is connecting the Windows server on which you are running your backup software to the Cloud Lanes Backup Accelerator with the iSCSI initiator. The final video will be a walkthrough for configuring with best practices your backup software and running through all the functionality to backup and restore using the Cloud Lanes Backup Accelerator. This is the third video in the series where we'll demonstrate how to create your Backup Accelerator Vault. Now that we have deployed the Backup Accelerator VM, we will connect to it PuTTY through SSH, logging in using the default account again. Now all of our configuration here uses the CLADN, administrative command for the Cloud Lanes software. The very first step is to create our local storage, the local portion of our vault, with the CL store flag. We can see an option to create, and then we can see an option for devices. Now again, when we deployed the software, we added an additional disk to be used for our landing zone space. ls-scsi-s will show us the disks. Again, the first disk here is our operating system disk. The Cloud Lanes software runs on that drive. The second disk, dev-sdb, is the 1 terabyte drive that I created for the landing zone. So now we will create the CL store using that second device. Now that that's complete, it already tells you the next step, which is to run init. Will take very little time, and now it tells you to add a vault before starting ingest. Now, in order to add a vault, we need to add cloud credentials. No accounts currently configured. What we're going to do is add the one that we created in Azure. So let's go back to that account, go to the access keys, and we can see we have the key there. Remember, the name is CLBA1, so add, and we can see the various options there. We won't be going through all the options for each of the commands that we use today. You can refer to the administrator's guide for detail on all the different configuration options. In this case, we'll be adding an account. The name, once again, CLBA1. Provider is Azure. Access key, we will copy key 1 and paste. And that's it. Now we have our cloud account configured. Single cloud account in Azure. Now we can create our vault. Once again, we can see a number of different options when we create our vault. The one that I want to highlight is the cartridge count. By default, we create 2,500 virtual tape cartridges of approximately 400 gigabytes apiece for a total of 1 petabyte of virtual tape storage. The trouble is that with any backup software, inventorying 2,500 cartridges can be very, very time consuming. Think of these as brand new tape cartridges that you might buy in the physical world for a physical library. In order to be used by a particular piece of backup software, the software needs to identify the tape, read it, make sure nothing else is using it, and then put its own marker on that tape. And again, that can take a considerable amount of time. So here I'm going to create a vault with only 50 tape cartridges just to speed things up. Let's give the vault a name. Let's give the vault a name. Specify the cartridge count of 50, and I'm also going to disable encryption because we enable that by default, but typically the backup software will support it and will be more efficient than we could do that work. Vault created successfully. So right now what's happening is that the vault has been created and is being populated with the tapes that we instructed it to create. Now with 2,500 tapes, this could take a number of minutes to complete, but with only 50 it should be done by now. Use the cladm --show command. Still showing offline. Should be up any minute now. And now you can see the system state is showing online, which means the system is running. We can take a quick look at our vault with vault show. You can see here the 50 tape cartridges that were created, type, capacity, unused, status new. So we have now completed configuring the CloudLanes backup accelerator. We downloaded the appropriate image. We deployed that image with the appropriate parameters of CPU and RAM. We added an additional data disk to be used for the CloudLanes landing zone. We created a cloud storage account, in this case with Microsoft Azure. We configured the CloudLanes software with that account, and using that, we then created a vault of virtual tapes. The next step will be to connect our Windows server running our backup software to the virtual tape library with the iSCSI initiator.